very soon. Yes. Okay. Can you see me?
Not yet. Not yet.
Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Not a problem because I can see your screen and it happens with Insta Lives very often, so it's not a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Just like how we discussed, can you keep something on your
Yes,
screen, some of your artworks or
yes,
something? So,
yes. I'm just trying to flip my screen. Mm,
okay, okay, okay. Okay.
sorry. Yeah. Sharing. Just a second.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
Okay.
nice. Something is coming in front of your camera. I don't know what it is.
Just a second.
Yeah,
Okay, I think there we go.
yeah, perfect. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
that's a good view for the live.
Oh,
So, what the first thing we'll do is in just 2 minutes we'll forward this live session to all our Instagram contacts. So you can do it from your end, and I'll do it from my end.
okay.
Yeah, so that maximum people can join us and they can see what we are interacting about.
Okay, so let me just figure it out.
Yeah.
Forward it to. So do I forward it to stories or where do I forward it to?
DM, like send it to people.
Okay, I'm trying.
Yeah, because you can't post this on story directly.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll have to forward it to people.
Okay, so from my side, it's not to people directly.
How?
Okay. No, mine's is actually not giving me the option to post to
No,
my
no, no.
stories.
Wait. On the live session, on the bottom right of the screen, can you see that arrow?
Yes, yes. Got
Yeah,
it?
yeah. So from there, you can forward it to your contacts.
Oh, okay. Okay, directly to them. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, there we go.
Okay, done. Okay, perfect. So let's start with the session now.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so whoever has joined us and whoever will be joining us, this is a live session for a particular purpose. So this is basically for my community venture, where we interact with writers and artists who put genuine and creative stuff on Instagram. As Instagram is a free platform, so people tend to post things just out of the mind with no clear thought or something. But we
Mm-hmm.
only interact with people, who are genuine with their art and stuff. So
Yes.
one of them
Same.
is Faeeza ma'am, and thanks Faeeza ma'am for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay, so we'll quickly start with the live session because time constraints are there, obviously. Yeah.
Okay.
So, ma'am, firstly, the artwork we are seeing on our screen,
Mhm.
on your screen. So, can
Yes.
you please tell all of us a bit about that artwork?
Okay, so I'm gonna start with this piece. This
Sure.
piece over here.
Hmm.
This piece is one of my favorite. It's a textured art piece. It
Okay.
took me quite a while to construct and make. So the texture on here. This is the mountains. These are mountains, and this is an ocean coming through onto the
Okay.
mountains. And then this is also one of my favorite pieces, which is a Winter Wonderland. And this piece was actually done in my art classes. This small one over here, this mini one.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So I conduct art classes twice a month, and we
Okay.
done this with our students. So it
Mm-hmm.
was a really, really fun experience. And then one of my favorite, and I think my most valued art pieces is this one over here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a textured. It's a cover with a textured brick.
Mm-hmm.
So the brick that you're looking at is actually textured. You can feel it. You can touch it. And
Okay.
the calligraphy was also quite a challenge for me. So I think this piece took me about 6 months to complete, which was actually a huge challenge for me. And then this one over here that nobody's ever seen, this huge blue one. I'm still
Mm-hmm.
kind of busy with it, so it's actually for someone really special.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna say, yeah, I'm not gonna say in case the person's watching.
Sure, man.
So it just needs a few touch-ups to go.
Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yes.
Okay, so since you mentioned about your art classes on the live, so I would also like people to know about your art classes. So can you please tell us a bit about that as well?
So I conduct art classes for now. I'm conducting them twice a month. It's
Mm-hmm.
two Saturdays a month, two alternative Saturdays, and
Okay.
we're focusing right now on seven and upwards. There are a few ladies who also attend my class as well. Like there's a few moms that attend my class as well. So I try to keep my paintings in the level on a level that kids can do it as well as adults. And both the kids and moms have been enjoying it a lot. So that's been quite a success so far. And I'm looking into venturing into more ages from next month and
Mm-hmm.
trying to grow my art classes to make it a bit bigger and more successful in the future. God willing, inshallah.
Sure, sure, sure. We all are sure
Yeah.
that you will your art classes will grow bigger with time.
Thank you so much.
Uh,
Thank you
yeah.
so much.
Okay, so we are done with the artworks. Like Faiza ma'am has already briefed us about the artworks and the art classes. So what I want to ask is that how did you begin your journey in this particular field, like the artworks or the henna that you create?
Um, so when I was in matric, I used to draw a lot. I
Mm-hmm.
started drawing, and I actually used to neglect my matric studying and draw. And
Okay.
whenever I used to feel anxious or at any point, I used to actually even stay up at night, like late at night, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, and I used to draw and sketch. And then that's where it always started. But I always had this feeling that I wanted to paint, but I never really went out and bought the supplies of, the paint, the canvases, because it was always like in my mind that it's quite expensive for me to venture into it. And I think it was kind of intimidating to start off by myself. So I
Mm-hmm.
never really went out and started it. And then one day I was by my niece and actually done my first painting by her. It wasn't even, she only had acrylic paint, she didn't have brushes.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of looked for things that I could place the paint onto the board. And it wasn't even a canvas, it was kind of like a board that was just lying around the house. And I took an earbud, a toothbrush, and a miswak, and I created my first painting with that. And from then, I realized that I really, really would like to paint more. So it took a few months for me to go out and get some paint and canvas, and then I done this piece over here.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Okay.
was my first ocean painting.
Oh wow.
So this
That's
my
That's
second
super.
painting. And then after this piece, I really, 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 I think painting and art gripped me, and then I started doing more paintings and more, Alhamdulillah, and that's how it's been. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. So, in which year did you start doing this?
I would say it's been 6 years since my first painting, around 5 to 6 years
Okay.
since
Okay.
this ocean painting. Yeah.
Okay. So, let me tell you, ma'am, this is my first time interacting with an artist. Like, I've been interacting with
Yeah.
writers, authors, but this is the first time I've been interacting with an artist. So, I would like to know more because, I'm curious about artworks such as you can say paintings and sketches and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, I would just like to know more about your art style. That what all do you prefer to make, or what all do you like to you paint or sketch, or whatever your art style is.
Okay, so I experiment with different types of art styles. Right
Mm-hmm.
now, I do acrylics, even abstracts. I do Arabic calligraphy. I do landscapes as well as oceanscapes and textured art as well. And
Okay.
I just do as my heart feels. But I noticed that I always go back to the ocean. Like
Mm-hmm.
even if I'm doing a textured piece, even if it's a drawing, I end up kind of like going back to doing something with the ocean. Maybe my heart is just into the ocean or something like that. Um, I love depicting the ocean in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and yeah, and I actually want to try much more mediums.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not ready to try like oil painting and resin at the moment because it has a little bit of constraints in it, and I've got small kids, so due to the
Okay.
toxicity in my
Mm-hmm.
space. But
Correct.
whatever I can get my hands onto, basically that's what I do.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
super cool. Okay.
Mm.
So because you are a writer as well, right? So
Yeah.
we would also like to know about your writing journey, like your writing style as well. Like just an overview for our viewers as well as for me to know you better, know the writer
Mm.
you better.
Yes. So, my writing journey was, I think I started writing from the age of 21 properly. I always
Okay.
loved writing essays in school and, creating stories um, and then I think when I reached the age of 21, my writing became much more descriptive and unique.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think I love writing things that inspire people, and I
Okay.
love comparing nature or comparing things to bring a change into someone's life. So
Mm-hmm.
even using nature or some type of situation and describing it to bring a feeling upon a person who's reading.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then I think when it comes to my art, I do it visually. And then when it comes to my writing, I use words. So I think like the whole personality, like my whole personality goes into everything that I create and everything that I do. I try to do it as perfect as possible. Um, yeah, I think,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah. So, I just want to ask you one thing that, since you are an artist as well as a writer, right? So,
Mhm.
have you ever tried to fuse both of them? As in, if you have made an artwork, so have you ever felt like writing a poetry based on that artwork, or if you have written a poetry or an article or something, have you ever tried to paint something from the gist of it?
So this is actually a very good question. I have had some things in mind, but there was
Mm-hmm.
actually one work that there was a book that I worked on with a particular author,
Mm-hmm.
and he went for Hajj and he went to the Kaaba.
Mm-hmm.
So he was fortunate enough to actually enter inside the Kaaba, and this was like a real moment for him where I wanted to capture it. So I wanted to gift him something special, and it was, I think, one of the first cover ever that I painted. And then, yeah, so I painted that cover for the author as a gift. And
Okay.
that was one of my pieces that actually had the most interest, like public interest. Yeah.
So is that a particular painting on your page?
Yes, you could find it on my art page.
Mm-hmm.
You can go to Aurora Atelier
Mm-hmm.
.ca.
Oh,
Aurora Atelier .ca.
okay.
That's my,
Okay. So
yeah.
guys, you can find her works, whatever she has mentioned on the live, on her page, and you can go through it. And since we are talking about the writing part as well, ma'am, let's promote the magazine a bit as well. Yudai Munia magazine, which we both are a part of, and I've read her articles in that magazine, and
Yes, yeah.
she's equally superb in artworks as well as writing. There might not be much to differentiate between both, as in the level, what I'm talking about.
Thank you so
So
much.
she is equally good at making art as well as equally good at making writing. So ma'am, do you have any of your piece of writing handy right now, so you can just recite it for us, or if that's possible?
Not at the
Okay,
moment. Let me just
okay.
see if I
I just hope the internet connection stays stable at her end. People are joining. Hmm. What's happening? Mm, I don't know if she is looking at the comments. I'm not sure. But right now the concern is the internet connection, because people are joining and
can. Oh, okay, okay.
okay,
No, I
okay,
haven't been
come back.
looking at the comments, sorry, because I haven't been looking at the comments. Can you, okay, so I'm unable to actually access my notepad without leaving the screen. Is that fine?
Uh, yes, ma'am. Because the thing is that you can't leave the live and open another app.
Oh,
That's just
okay, I see that. Okay, so this is actually my second live, so okay, it's fine. So most
no
of,
problem.
yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Okay, maybe for another time, maybe.
yeah, yeah. No. What were you saying? I interrupted you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, so you were telling me to say one of my writing pieces, but at the moment I can't access it because it's all on my phone.
Okay, okay, okay. Not a problem, ma'am. That's not a problem.
Okay, sure.
Okay. Yeah. So, ma'am, can you tell us that I've seen your articles, right? I've seen your poems as well. But
Mm-hmm.
what else does your writing style include? As in story writing, or something else that you would like to share with us?
At the moment, I'm working on a biography of a really a man that passed away.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm working on that book, and yeah, so it's actually taken me quite a long time to get to it, but that's just something to look forward to. I'm not going to give much information
Sure.
about it at the moment. Yeah, so that's what I'm currently working on. So I've just put most of my writing projects aside, and I've started focusing on this particular book,
Okay.
hopefully. Yeah. And yeah, with my poetry and stuff, you guys can access most of it on this page, Faeeza Nakhuda. So I always post most of my poetry on here, on this particular Instagram.
Okay. So meaning to say that all of her works are right on her page. You don't have to look, elsewhere. You can,
Yes.
just look through her page. And I just want to ask you one thing. Is this the same book you're talking about that you shared the poster with me?
I think I shared the cover with you,
Yeah, yeah,
if I'm
yeah.
mistaken. Yes. So it is. So I might change it up, but it's a book that's really, really special to me. So I don't want to mess it up.
Yeah.
I'm going to focus on it, and then as time comes, I'll reveal it to the public as we go along. Yeah.
Okay, so when can we expect the book to be published? Any approximate date or,
I would. I'm looking forward to getting it published by next year.
next
Hopefully,
year?
inshallah.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
next year.
perfect. We are all looking forward to your book.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me as well.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. And I see. Okay, for how much duration are we on the live now? I see that time is going quickly.
Should be about 20 to 25 minutes now.
Yeah, correct. So I guess once your kids are there, we won't be able to continue. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So they are like this signal, right? Once they come, we will just have to shut it.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Okay. So maybe the last question before we wrap up, or maybe we can talk more if they permit. But what are your future ventures like in painting as well as in writing? What are the different types or styles, or what are the different things that you would like to explore or discover in your art styles?
Okay, so when it comes to art, I would like to try resin art as well. And then I'd like to go into alcohol inks, and I'd like to also experiment more with textured art as
Mm-hmm.
well. Um, and then with my art classes, I want to actually do it out of my home in the
Okay.
future. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe go into some restaurants and, like collab with restaurants or even other artists, collab with other artists as well in my community and in my area, and for us to do maybe initiatives and go around, maybe even orphanages or play or to people who are less fortunate
Mm-hmm.
and do some type of arts with them. And I actually enjoy that. Actually enjoy giving back to the community. So and even going out and interacting with kids who are less fortunate, I think that part really, really fills me up. So even if anybody is watching or would like to join in any initiative, please contact me. I would really, really appreciate it. Inshallah.
Sure, man. Sure. And one thing that I really wanted to do on this live session, one
Mm-hmm.
line in Hindi, Urdu, and Gujarati. Not one each, but mix up of all of those. I just want to hear from from you.
Oh no, I don't.
You
No,
can
I
try.
didn't
You can try. No,
think of
no,
like
no
that.
one will judge. No, no one will
See,
judge you here.
that's supposed to be something. Okay, let's see. मुझे नहीं पता
Wow.
कि मुझे नहीं पता that how am I going to say गुजराती में हूँ बात करवानी.
Oh,
I think that's
wow. I didn't know you have such a good command on Hindi and Gujarati. I swear. I thought you might fumble, but you said the whole thing. And
I try. I try. I have to. Yeah.
but thank you so much for and this is not sarcasm, by the way. Thank you so much for blessing my ears with your Hindi and Gujarati.
Thank you so much.
I'm
I think it's the
I'm
South
saying
African, it's the South African Indian. I think, as a South African Indian, we're exposed to many cultures. Yeah, the kids are back. We are exposed to many cultures, and so we take from everything. We
correct.
take from Gujarati and Hindi because we watch Bollywood movies, and like our parents are Gujarati, and then we've got Afrikaans and we've got English, and yeah, and everything mixed. So yeah, that's our culture here in South Africa. It's quite a
Do you know
beautiful.
any other African language?
No, no, not at all. Yeah. Okay, I think we better wrap this up because my time
Okay, okay,
has. Thank you so much
okay.
for hearing me, and thank you
Pleasure,
so
man.
much for everybody who's listening. My phone is actually faced away from me, so I was unable to read any of the comments, but I will
No
go
problem.
back live and read the comments.
Okay, man. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. Thanks. Bye.
Bye bye. Pleasure, man. Bye. Okay, guys. So this is a wrap for today's live session, and thanks for joining, and thanks for watching, and thanks for listening to both of us. And do check out our pages. She has put up all her artwork and writing on her page. Make sure to check it out and stay tuned for further interviews. Thank you so much, ma'am. You're back.
Yeah, I'm trying to actually get out. Okay, it's fine.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So thanks again and stay tuned.